GM Genuine Parts and AC Delco are the true original equipment for all General Motors vehicles. Plus, AC Delco Gold and Silver parts are the only aftermarket parts backed by GM.
There was a time where I was using.
Is it good?
Case closed.
Trolley gummy pop.
This old flip book program called EasyTune to try and satisfy my hunger for those things. And that is eventually what led me to want to be an animator, right? Cartoons, and then eventually stumbling into the world of anime. It was kind of a wrap for me. It was done. Like I want to animate. I want to do animation. I want to be in the animation world. My journey has taken me to a world of not animating though. Because funny thing about animation, you know, you need to have, you know, if you want to make some really good stuff eventually, you need to have good drawing skills to then turn around and have good animations, right? And one of the things that was holding me back was the fact that I wasn't very good at actually drawing the things I wanted to draw. I could draw, chat, you know, I can draw, but you know, like if you want to be great, if you want to do some like dope stuff, eventually you got to get on your training arc and you got to start working at actually improving your, you know, fundamentals. And I've been on that journey for at least 2 decades at this point. In which case I've gotten, you know, significantly better than I used to be. And then as a result, it makes the process of animating easier because now you don't have to worry about things that you would have had to worry about before. So yeah, in order to improve my animation, I needed to improve my drawing skills. Those fundamentals. Still doing that now, but yeah, again, much better. And so, like I spoke about last year, this year I'm hoping to return to actually getting some animated things out, whether they be practice animations or whether they be sort of like a finished little mini project. That's something that I have a pretty strong desire to do. Because if you actually look at my job title, chat, I'm actually an animator. I'm an animator that ain't doing any animation. Dang, JC, you just need to draw more, brother. Hey, what are you doing? You just need to draw more. Hey, what's up, Freedom? Learning animation in Flash at the design school made me not want to animate anymore. Yeah, that's because Flash, probably Adobe Animate, is a miserable experience. I learned animation on Flash as well. I had a cracked copy of Flash MX 2004, and that was the one and only version of Flash I ever had. And I used the crap out of it. I did all kinds of dumb stuff with it in an effort to, you know, get better at animating. I took whatever I could get, chat. EasyTune was the thing that I used in its entirety until I could get my hands on something different. I mean, now it's so much easier, man. Oh, I would have loved it. I absolutely would have loved it if I had something like Krita back in the day. I would have lost my mind. Oof, I'm excited for some animation. I know, man. This is the monster that me and my friend made together. Holy. You know, looking at this, a part of me hopes that this is also a part of the monster, and it's like the anglerfish where it lures you in because you actually see a human figure, but then as you get up close to it, it's not a human figure at all, and then you see this whole thing. Yeah, that is cool. Red and white are great colors for monster design as well, because they immediately call back to like flesh and sinew. That was a good song. Battle mode song is slept on, man. All of them. All of the battle mode songs from Mario Kart, Double Dash. Those songs are slept on, man. They're good. Yeah, that one goes on the playlist. I'm so excited for Mario Kart World soundtrack, Keith. Like, I can't wait, man. Even the small samplings we heard from the trailers and the gameplay footage that are out there, like, man, my body is ready. My body is ready. And while I'm not gonna get it day one, I'm definitely gonna get it. I will have the new Mario Kart, absolutely. My hope, by the way, for the new Mario Kart is that 200 cc's is unlockable in game this time, and it's not like a DLC. People who played the game didn't get a chance to play even 150. They didn't even get a chance to do that because they locked it at 100. I guess to make it so that, you know, regular like grandma and grandpa bringing the grandkids up can also play alongside everybody else, so they don't get completely deleted by the people who know life Mario Kart. There is a competitive Mario Kart scene, chat, and they are good. Oh. I know. I've been on the fringes of it. I mean, I'm wearing a Mario Kart, you know, championship shirt right now. Hey, Eritron. Oh yeah, look, I make no mistake, I do not feel bad about any cracked program that I've had. You know, Jimmy cracked corn, and we don't care, right? In fact, I still tell people to, you know, if you need Photoshop for any reason, get a cracked version of it. Just continue to do that. I just cannot support giving Adobe any more money until they fix their garbage business practices, man. And I don't have any problem with Adobe making money. I do have a problem though paying rent on my art program. I think that's asinine. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not even cheap. I'm just, it's the principle of it. That is crazy. Want me to change my tune? Gonna have to sponsor me.
Why GM Genuine Parts and AC Delco? From the basics like maintenance and repair parts to powertrain components, GM Genuine Parts and AC Delco are the true original equipment for all General Motors vehicles. Plus, AC Delco Gold and Silver parts are the only aftermarket parts backed by GM. Those in the know stay on the go with high-quality replacement parts from GM Genuine Parts and AC Delco.
Freeze! Put your hands down. Soft, gummy, frozen. Trolley Gummy Pop.
For life's messes, Black & Decker has you covered. Featuring a pivoting nozzle, the foldable Dustbuster Pivot Vac can get those hard-to-reach spaces, while the Dustbuster Flex Vacuum has a 4-foot flexible hose for easy floor-to-ceiling cleaning. For those who love their pets and a clean home, the Dustbuster Advanced Clean Plus includes a pet attachment for stubborn pet hair. From upholstery to pets, there's a Dustbuster to help make cleanup a breeze. Black & Decker, easy by design.
I'm still laughing at Adobe getting bodied on Blue Sky. Oh yeah, that did happen, didn't it? Bro, nobody likes Adobe right now, man. Trash cans. Like I am tired of companies in general. Like, I know we need them. I know they make products that we use. I have zero issues with that. I'm just sick of the foolishness, man. I'm just sick of seeing how their little peanut brains work. Like, it's crazy. Like, every goofy and heinous thing you can think of that if you gave a company an opportunity to do it, understand it's not fiction, or it's not nonfiction. They would do it. They would do it in a heartbeat. Whatever it is, whatever you can think of, whatever you can come up with. That's why I have sympathy for the people who have to write Black Mirror episodes, because I know they're trying to come up with scenarios, right, that would be in a far off future and be dystopian almost and be like the Twilight Zone. But every single thing that they have made, every episode that they have made, is something that either is happening or legitimately will happen. You can't even make a show, you know, poking fun at how crazy or how weird things could get, because it just all turns out to be reality. Na, 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 na. By the way, chat, today I am going to teach you guys about the Gaussian blur technique. For those of you that don't know it, it is one of the default staples of cell shaded artwork in the digital sphere. It's like, if you look at the skill tree, it's like the first skill you learn outside of, I guess, learning, you know, how to make layers in Photoshop. But a lot of people actually don't know about it still. So I may be your first introduction to the Gaussian blur technique. And what that does for you is it creates the effect that you've probably seen in people's work where everything looks buttery smooth and it looks like a real anime cell, like a real sort of like cell shaded bit of animation. That is what that technique can do for you. There's multiple ways to achieve that result, but the Gaussian blur technique is the oldest and the most reliable to do it. Realistically speaking, any blur will get the job done. I'm just calling it the Gaussian blur because that's how I learned to do it. Because Gaussian blur is a default effect in Photoshop. Hey, what's up, Sullivan? Something happened and we all transported into an episode of South Park. South Park, Black Mirror, yeah, any other show or movie that was supposed to either be satirical or a joke or whatever. Yeah, we're there. It'd be like that. Now, you can't tell me Kirby music is not goated, man. There's game series out there that never miss with the music. Sonic is one of them. Kirby is another one. Yeah, Smash is one of them also. But again, that doesn't surprise me because Smash is developed by the brilliant minds behind Kirby. Or should I say troubled minds behind Kirby. Mario Kart music, again, never misses. Actually, we could really just chalk that up to Nintendo. Nintendo games have music that doesn't miss. Chances are, like, if you like video game music at all, at least one of the games on your top 10 video game music lists, as far as the music goes, it's going to be a Nintendo game. There's going to be at least one Nintendo game on that list. I do like that about, you know, classic sci-fi stuff like the Twilight Zone as an example, or Outer Limits, Orange City. But everything is hitting too close to home now. It's hitting too close to home. Hey, what's up, Zeku? Now I have 2 mini PSX soundtracks too. Well, there's tons of PlayStation games that we're talking here. Now we're getting into the realm of, you know, Square Soft when they were in their heyday, right? As one example. And then of course you got racing games which had insanely good OSTs. They had to, right? Because you have to be listening to something while you're racing. So it's no surprise why people boot up Ridge Racer, right? Just to hear that music, man. You got obscure titles out there like Bust a Groove.
To find your way, sometimes you have to pave it yourself. Introducing the most capable CRV we've ever dreamed of. The 2026 CRV Trail Sport Hybrid. Now part of the Honda Trail Sport lineup.
Sand will be your best friend in Siege.
You can hear so many things from your opponents and they can hear the same thing from you.
Hearing one footstep, if it's concrete, if it's metal, you know where they're positioning from.
And that forces you to use your drone, gather information.
What do you get when you combine the power of AI with Azure? More intelligent apps, personalized customer experiences, and streamlined processes, just to name a few. Explore Azure AI. Start creating and experimenting with popular services free for 12 months.
Buckle up.
Superman. I'll destroy you.
Good luck with that.
Rated PG-13. Only in theaters July 11th.
Of course, you got Capcom showing up to the party as well. I mean, Capcom existed on, you know, NES and Super NES, of course. But then you bring in their banger Arcade Fighters and their insane playlist, and it's kind of a wrap. Wait, somebody did a brand new remix or reimagining of the Wand of Gamelon's music? This is either the theme of the game or this is the menu from the game. The CDI games, for those of you that are uninitiated, were a very weird venture that happened in the 90s where Nintendo was going to work with Philips Magnavox. That deal fell through, but the game still got made, and it resulted in, well, just some absolute gems of games that are a part of gaming meme culture even to this day. Mainly for their incredible cutscenes, I'll say. Greetings.
Greetings. Good evening. Good evening, chat.
Good evening. So you down to your last two? And Gremlins. Yep.
Yeah, technically it's really one because the last one is the lightning one, and that one is just like essentially just some effects, kind of what you're doing now.
Okay. Lightning boys. We both doing lightning today then.
Yeah. That'd be it.
Okay. Finally.
And like the coloring approach for these is relatively simple.
Yep, nice and simple is always a good. It's a good feeling. I like when things are simple but impactful. You know. Happy with that.
Yeah.
And it does feel good to keep bumping things off the list.
Yeah, because I got other things I'm trying to do, honestly.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff I still want to do this year, and this year is about to be halfway over.
It's crazy how fast we got here.
I know, man. Slow down. But it will not. Time will not slow down. So we got to speed up. Sonic Wind. People seem to be having fun with the DC crossover with Sonic.
Yeah, I've been seeing that.
Apparently they have been able to actually tap into their actual powers or something like that now. Because they have the uniform, the costumes and everything.
Yeah, I've been following the story through Comics Explained because he's been covering it actually.
Okay, that's cool.
So he just did a video on the latest issue.
Yeah,
it's essentially an isekai, but with Sonic characters.
That's pretty fun. As long as you don't think too hard, you're gonna have a good time. You get to see the Sonic characters interact with the DC characters, and a little added protection of, you know, getting to tap into their abilities a little bit too. Yeah, Sonic characters will actually do just fine. They already have natural talent, and then you add on whatever help they're getting from the DC side of things, and yeah, they'll be able to hold their own just fine over there.
Yeah.
Welcome back from ads, everybody. I'm now on the ones and twos with the Action Hank Beard.
I'm back, chat.
He's back, and I'm black, y'all.
Hope you've been behaving yourselves.
They have not.
Staying out of Twitter discourse.
Yeah, that'll get you nothing but a headache. And cancel. Sonic characters can fit just about
Or
any
at least you
situation.
definitely get annoyed.
Mm-hmm. Late night with JC and Nuri? Yeah, pretty much. We are the Wish version of Abba and Preach. We just draw. Okay, I'm pretty good on this. Lightning everywhere. Lightning find you. So now what we got to do, chat, is we got to completely turn all of this into pretty special effects, and then we see what it actually looks like and see if we got to dial some back.